It's the third object discovered from outside the solar system that is heading our way.
The alert came from a deep space observatory in Chile, a string of code that made no sense. An object designated 3I Atlas. An interstellar visitor thought to be on a predictable path had just performed an impossible maneuver. It defied the laws of gravity. Now, every major telescope on the planet is turning to track it, and a horrifying new trajectory has been calculated.
Its trajectory is aligned with the plane of the orbits of the planets around the Sun. The chance for that happening is 1 in 500. And the timing of arrival into the inner solar system is very fine-tuned.
The data confirms our worst fears. The Manhattan-sized object is no longer a scientific curiosity. It's an incoming threat, and the scientists who discovered its new path are now terrified. The object that broke the rules. In the vast, silent theater of space, a new actor took the stage. It was first spotted by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, or ATLAS, in Hawaii. A faint smudge of light moving against the backdrop of distant stars.
What's up for?
Oh man, dinner! The toughest challenge of my day. Look,
A faint smudge of light moving against the backdrop of distant stars. Its designation was technical, almost boring. 3I Atlas. The 3I meant it was only the third interstellar object ever detected, but this was no ordinary visitor. As astronomers gathered more data, a startling picture began to emerge. You see, the first thing that set 3I Atlas apart was its sheer, unbelievable size. Early brightness calculations suggested that if this was a solid rocky object, it had to be at least 12 miles in diameter. That's a rock larger than Manhattan Island, hurtling through the void. To put that into perspective, the previous two interstellar visitors, including the famous Oumuamua, were hundreds of times smaller, barely the size of a city block. The odds of an object this massive just randomly showing up in the tiny window of time we've been looking are astronomically low. Statistically, we should only expect to see a rock of this size drift through our neighborhood once every 10,000 years, maybe even longer. So for this to be the third one we find was, to put it mildly, suspicious. The mainstream explanation was simple. It was a massive ancient comet, a frozen relic from the birth of another star system countless millennia ago. NASA was quick to put out a statement calling it a comet, reassuring the public that it posed no threat and would remain over 150 million miles away. But not all things are what they seem. Many people are crazy about simple explanations, but the universe is rarely simple. Top scientists like Harvard's renowned astrophysicist Avi Loeb pointed out that the official story had some serious holes. For one, 3I Atlas had no cometary tail. As a comet gets closer to the sun, its ice should heat up, creating a brilliant tail of gas and dust stretching for millions of miles. Hubble, the most powerful space telescope ever built, was aimed at the object. Its high-resolution images showed no tail. Instead, it saw something even stranger, a faint ethereal glow that seemed to be preceding the object, moving ahead of it toward the sun. This was unheard of. It was a unique signature that didn't fit the profile of any comet ever observed. The object was also moving at a blistering 41 miles per second, twice as fast as the fastest rockets humanity has ever launched. The story was starting to fall apart, and then the new data came in. A routine observation from an observatory in the Andes Mountains detected a minute, almost imperceptible change in its path. It was a deviation so small that at first it was dismissed as an error. But then another observatory in Australia confirmed